well, you've got to be wondering what on earth is Starbase going to be needed for. Nobody likes Starbase, but I saw these guys doing something pretty cool on Ocelon stream. Ocelon and Flores, of course, known to most of you for their 1v1 skill, two of the best 1v1 players in Europe. But something that I've never seen before, and that these guys are really, really good at, is both of them carrying the ball together. Oh, look at them, they've even got matching cars. That's so cute. Appreciate all the subs as usual, guys. NG1729, don't worry, I won't donate. Thank you for the 6 months, though. Or RG_I, welcome back. 10 months. Jack is for 11. Welcome, my friend. And Burgulence with the prime sub. But this is what they do. They apparently can carry the ball between them for 15 minutes. I don't know. I'm not sure if I believe 15 minutes. I saw them do one lap of the field, and I thought that was pretty impressive. But are we going to count it if they hit a wall like that? I'm not sure. Technically, they're both still carrying the ball. They've been double carrying it for a while. But yeah, this is a bit messy for beginnings. Bit messy to begin with. But hopefully they can get their act together. I do love that they're matching. But I wanted to give these guys a little bit of exposure, because I thought, honestly, this is one of the coolest things that I'd seen. I'd never seen anybody try this before until I saw it in Ocelon stream, and they were so much better at it than anybody should expect to be at double carrying the ball, as if it's even a thing. But it's pretty dumb. I just wanted to show you guys this. I thought it was really cool, and this is hopefully going to be a long duration. If they score, obviously it's over, so they have to dribble away from it. I put disable goal reset on, but they do have different camera settings, but it shouldn't matter because they're not going to be trying to score. That's half a lap at least, and they're still going strong. Ocelon preferring a bit more Devo-esque camera settings. Flores with the scrub killer camera settings. I honestly don't know how they do it. It's really quite impressive. Maybe you need to have matching cars for this to be a thing. Maybe you need to be good at 1v1. But they're really quite good at this. And the challenge is now up to you guys. Can you and your mates beat Flores and Ocelon? We're going to just call him Flores. I know he doesn't really mind being called F11 Oris, but it's going to start digging at him.
Hey, Johnny boy.
I'm very proud of him, though, for not being too offended by it, because he's a young guy. He's only 16, and if I know when you're 16, getting a nickname is the worst thing in the world. But the best way to get rid of a nickname, if you do have a nickname and you want people to stop calling you it, just accept it. Just let them call you it. The likelihood is it's not going to stop, but if you keep talking about how much you hate it, it's only going to happen all the more. But Flores seems like a lovely guy. Never met the guy, even though he has been to a couple of Gfinity Elite Series weeks that I've not been to. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Flores and Ocelon can carry the ball between their cars. It's quite amazing in my opinion. I don't know how they do it so well. I've actually never tried it, but I can guarantee that it is not going to be simple. They're just helping each other out, slowing down. Oh, they've lost it! That was almost 2 full laps. Probably about a minute of ball carrying. Going to be tough to beat. In all honesty, going to be tough to beat. And the parameters I think that we're going to instill on this challenge are you're allowed unlimited boost, you're allowed to use any map you want. They decided to do this on Starbase. I would love to see them do it on Utopia. Is it just Utopia? Utopia Retro? The one with the circle, and they would have to carry it through the goal. But would that work? Oh no, it would be an own goal. Never mind, because as soon as you touch it, it would count as an own goal. That was kind of smart there by Flores. He was trying to pop the ball away from the wall. Flores camera settings, I think they look a bit like scrubs to me, and Ocelon's look a bit like Devos, so they're pretty well-known camera settings. JJ Sevi, thanks for the 3 months. He says, did you know that Johnny Boy is the first fully independent AI? It turns out while he was learning to adapt to every situation with perfect precision, it accidentally created the biggest nose in existence, mistaking it for skill in Rocket League. Well, thank you JJ Sevi22. Appreciate the 3 months though. And Burgulence, welcome back. Welcome to the stream. First time subbing. I do appreciate that. So far, I haven't been keeping an exact track on the time myself, but I'm sure if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to see a timer, courtesy of my lovely editor. And you'll know what the time to beat is. I've been told that they've done this for 15 minutes. I've not seen it personally. I've only ever seen them do it for, I think that's the first long duration carry that they did a while ago, just now, was the longest I've seen them do. And if I was going to make up rules in this spot, which you all know that I love to do, I love to make up rules. The rule that I'm going to make up is that the only time that the timer is allowed to keep going up is when they're both touching the ball. Oh, they need to go fast here. So this doesn't count. The timer would stop at that moment, and then it would continue as soon as they're both reassuming to carry the ball. Obviously, the ball's bouncing around between both players, and it's not touching both of them the entire time. But so long as this is fine. This is definitely double carrying. And then whenever one player has to go and save the ball from falling by himself, stop it from hitting a wall, pop the ball up into the air, the timer would stop, and then it would continue to climb after they both take control again. That's the challenge I want to put to you guys if you want to try and beat this. You're allowed to continue carrying the ball between you after it hits the ground. But if it hits a wall or a floor or the ceiling, I guess, not that that's likely to happen, then GG, that's it, you're out. You can't let it bounce off the wall and then continue carrying it. You're allowed to go up, drive up on the wall and carry the ball, but you're not allowed to let it hit the wall. I'm not sure but that was probably like a minute or so. Do walls reset the timer? Yeah, if the ball bounced off the wall, full reset. Full reset, you're not allowed to continue. You're only allowed to... You're allowed to do stuff like this. Like, this is just, regaining control with one player. That's fine, in my opinion. But the timer would be paused while you're doing that, and then it would resume once they've regained control. So we're at 0 seconds right now. Now, that's when you would start the timer. And the timer would, keep going. Ocelon seems to be getting ahead of himself a little bit. And now, okay, the timer would have stopped, it's paused, and now it's resumed again. Because the ball didn't hit the floor, didn't hit the wall. One of them still had it under control, but they weren't both touching it. So, just to make it fair, and so we don't have any awkward rulings where people are like, no, we were both carrying it here, and then other people are saying, no, it was definitely just one player. I would say, no, you're not allowed to continue there. But that's the situation that I think you would have to say, nah, that's a full reset, because the ball did touch the wall. Keeping it up in the air off the wall, kind of, for me, is not what this challenge is about. You guys might disagree. Let me know if you think that if this still counts as one constant dribble, in you guys' opinion, press 1. If you think that bouncing it off the wall should be a reset, press 2. Let's see what you guys think. Like, this, in my opinion, is a reset, just to let you guys know what I think. But if you all disagree, then we can change the rules. So mostly 1s to begin with. Definitely some 2s in here. And now I'm not going to lie to you guys, I've forgotten what I said. What did 1 mean? Oh no, I forgot what 1 meant. This is fine. This is just Floris, keeping it off the ground by himself. He's trying to get Ocelon to go on the left of him there, but Ocelon wants to go on the right. Okay, it's definitely mostly 1s. What was 1? Was 1 a reset? I'm pretty sure 1... Oh, 1 is allowed. So you guys think that 1... Or you guys think that it should be allowed? I love that they can just keep going backwards. That's so good. That's so good. Honestly, not a bad challenge if you want to improve your ball control alongside a friend. It's a lot more fun than doing it by yourself. 2 is for reset, 1 is to continue. So you guys mostly think, just looking at the chat, you guys think that bouncing it off the wall is okay. Obviously, the timer would be paused while that's happening. The timer only goes up while both players are side by side, or aligned and both helping to keep the ball in the air. The timer is paused when it is just being kept up by one player, like the Ocelon or Floris right there. It looks like they are pretty used to both being on different sides of the ball. Ocelon earlier was trying to get to the right side, but Floris seems to be quite comfortable on the right and Ocelon on the left. Notice they're trying to push the ball into the front of Ocelon's car here so that they can turn as they're both carrying it. It's pretty impressive. They are going to have to leave to play a tournament in 9 minutes time, so we're not going to be doing this for any longer than that. If they decide to go earlier, that's totally fine. But I was so impressed when I saw this on Ocelon's stream. I said to these guys, listen,
hey,
do you guys mind doing this for my stream just so that we can show everybody in the Rocket League community, or at least in my Rocket League community, this challenge? Because if I did it with my mates, it would be if I did it with Toasty, for example, would we ever be able to do this for 2 seconds? You guys know we wouldn't. We would just troll each other, and even if we weren't, we still wouldn't be able to do it. This is incredibly impressive. Incredibly impressive. And a little bit cute, not gonna lie. Welcome to the stream, or welcome back rather, Kiro94. 8 months now, keep up the amazing RL content, Kappa. Well, that's probably ironic comment of the day, given what I'm currently doing.
Hey, Johnny boy.
Xmode7, welcome to the stream also. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Twitch Prime, for those of you who don't know, an amalgamation of Amazon Prime and Twitch, where you can connect your accounts and sub to your favorite streamer every month for free. Isn't that amazing? I personally think so. They should carry the ball while turtling. Good luck. Good luck. Look at that, they're not even moving, it's just bouncing between them. But, you know, what we'll do is we will decide live right now if you're allowed to just reset by bouncing the ball off the wall and continuing to carry. I think the answer is no. Did they just change? Well, they attempted to change sides. If they could do that overtaking maneuver and change sides, that would be so cool. As in, one player, you know, moves to the front and then the other comes to the right hand side and they manage to roll the ball around with them. Boy. That would be ridiculously impressive. Masturbation, thanks for the resub. Appreciate the 7 months. Haven't caught a stream in like 3 months. You are Sofa Space King Space Cool. Thank you. Masturbation. Oh, nearly. Flores is pretty good at those 360 dribs. Not gonna lie, it's pretty impressive. But what do you guys think? One more time, we're gonna do another census, including everybody who just tuned in. If you think that the timer for this world record attempt is allowed to be paused when the ball hits off a sidewall and then another one of them regains control, then you're going to press 1. If you think that means a full reset, press 2. So pause. If you think it's allowed to continue, press 1. If you think full reset, press 2. I have already established that one player carrying it around by himself is a pause. One player juggling is a pause. But hitting the ground is a 2. Full reset. So most of you guys think that you're allowed to continue off the wall. Okay, well, the majority has spoken. Or actually, there was quite a lot of 2s there. Ooh, quite a lot of 2s all of a sudden. This is tough. This is really tough. Alright, this is too tough to call, honestly. We're going to do a straw poll at the end, so if you want to be part of the vote, stick around for another 6 minutes, and exactly 6 minutes from now, we'll do a straw poll, and we will figure this out. We'll figure this out. Obviously, in post-production, the timer will spoil the result of this straw poll, because it will have continued, or, you know, it will have been paused if we decided that that is the best way to do it. And it will have full reset if we decided that that is the best way to do it. So spoiler alert for everybody watching on YouTube. The timer is going to give away the result of this draw poll. What is happening? I just wanted you guys to see this because I saw it in also on stream and I thought it was really cool. These guys both stream on Twitch, so check them out. I don't think they have YouTube channels yet. They're definitely both on Twitter and on Twitch. Give them some love. They mostly stream high-level 1v1s. Two of the best ranked 1s players in Europe at the moment. But as far as double dribbling the ball, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this except them. So you had to see this a little bit. You were about to donate to no. Look at my title, dude. My title, I believe, is it still the donate title? Don't donate. Organic income only, or need organic income. That's a parody of all these people put in don't host, need organic views in their titles. Those make me laugh. Those make me giggle. Can they stop the ball like this when they stand still? I don't think that's possible in Rocket League. I'm pretty sure that in Rocket League, if you try to balance the ball flat between 2 or 3 players, it just bounces out of the 3 of you. I've never seen it be done. I don't think it's possible. They're certainly trying, because I imagine that they might be watching this stream and they're going to try. Oh, they've scored! Ocelon takes the lead. Ocelon has scored. They were trying to save that. Organic Rocket League, locally grown battle cars, non-GMO boost. What is GMO? I don't know what that means. What if I host Neil Scott? Neil Scott already has a sub button. I don't know. No, he's definitely memeing, dude. He's definitely memeing. Well, I think this will probably be the last chance for them to beat their own record for the day, their daily best. They have a game. Oh, no, that's going to be it. Well, I'm going to say thanks to... They're playing in a tournament, so I'm going to say thanks for the showcase. Good luck. That was pretty awesome. Big shout out to these guys for genetically modified organism. Oh, okay. GG's says F11 Oris. Definitely GG's to those guys. We're going to do that straw poll right now, but let me just get into free play so we get some nice background noise. Some very nice background noise. Hold on a second. Alright, straw poll time. I'll make sure that you guys can see it. We're going to ask this question, then I'll explain the question. If the ball touches the wall, is that a full reset? Yes, no, pause the timer till they regain dual control. Floris and Ocelon were just carrying the ball between both of them, and I've decided that if we want to make that a world record challenge for people to try and beat, they've told me that their personal best is around 15 minutes. I think on stream today they might have got 1 minute 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, depending on what rules we want to use. So if the ball touches the floor, obviously full reset. If the ball like bounces off, oh look at this. If the ball, the Rocket League ball goes from between two cars and bounces over to the other side of this guy's car, and then he like, you know, carries it around for a little bit by himself, and then after a while they regain control, the timer would just be paused for the full duration that the solo player was carrying it, and then it would continue when they regain control. I've lost the ball. I've lost it. Oh, here it is. So it's paused if one player goes off to carry it by himself and regain control, then the timer resumes when they both, you know, start carrying it again. But if the ball hits a wall, this is the discussion. If it touches a wall while one player is trying to regain control, is that a full reset or no? So yes is obviously full reset, no, pause the timer till they regain dual control. Obviously they need to, the timer would only resume once they both start the dribble again. So I'm going to create this poll. Right. Yeah. Just going to get banned from Twitch for spamming. And I said yes, I think it should be a full reset, so I'll put my vote in. But my vote doesn't count for more than anybody else's. It's up to you guys here. It's up to you guys. I'm not sure what the rules are for solo carrying the ball. Does in solo carry world records, are you allowed to touch the wall? I wouldn't imagine so. Ask them to play hot potato, pass the ball to each other without it touching the floor. Not today. I mean, that's been done before. I've seen plenty of people doing hot potato where they, you know, bounce the ball between each other, and where they, most people do it. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, I've seen loads of those videos where people just try and carry the ball. But this I had never seen before, and I know that these guys don't have the biggest audience yet. I'm sure they will have a bigger audience in the future because they're very good players. Just keep the ball up. Okay. Backwards dribbling hot potato. Sounds like something Squishy would be good at. Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised at these results as well. I think that we're over 200 votes, and it's pretty comfortably ahead for no. I think that's concise enough. So you guys have decided that when one player goes to regain control of the ball, they're allowed to bounce it off the wall. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube and you disagree, then let me know in the comments. Somebody just comment, you know, somebody just comment, it should be a full reset. Somebody else comment, it shouldn't be a full reset, and then vote for the comment that you think is the truth. Vote for the comment that you think is the facts. And then hopefully we can come to a conclusion. So yeah, Nay has won. It's going to stay ahead. It's 60% for a long time here, so there you have it. Nay is the answer. Nay is the answer, boys. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting.